Hello, welcome to another business entrepreneurs.ng. My name is Florence Chikeze. Today we are going to be talking about 10 practical ways that you're going to be reducing your business expenses. The goal as a business person is to constantly look for ways to reduce your business expenses and increase your profit. So we're going to be looking at 10 practical ways that you can do that. If your goal is to be a successful entrepreneur, to learn how to start, market, and grow a sustainable business, click the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. What we do is to ensure that entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs that they have the right resources to start, market, and grow a sustainable business. Coming on the journey with me, and we'll go right into it. So 10 practical ways that you can use to reduce your business expenses. Like I said, the general rule for every business is to grow revenue, to maximize profits and control costs. It doesn't matter the type of business that you run, whether you run a coffee shop, a business, an established business, you will always find looking for ways to cut down your business expenses. So cutting down a business expenses will help you save costs, it will help you expand your business, and it will help you grow. So thank you for coming on this journey with me. Like I said, if your goal is to run a sustainable business, click that subscribe button now and subscribe to our channel. We ensure that you learn every single thing you need to run a sustainable business and grow a very formidable business. So let's go into it. The number one thing that you need to do if you need to reduce your business expense is you reducing business expenses through your hiring process. So to cut down your business expenses, you should hire smart people who have many years of experience. Because people with many years of experience command a higher salary. So hiring smart people who are teachable will cut down your salary spend. And while you're at it, also ensure that you keep your team happy. When your employees are happy, it helps keep employees turnover to the minimum. This will also save the cost of training and onboarding new employees. So it does not also cost so much to keep your employees happy. That is something that you have to know. There are so many ways that you can keep your team happy, like making the workspace comfortable, the way you communicate with your team, and simple bonding activities like going to the movies are simple ways that can make everyone happy, make sure that they are willing to come back tomorrow. So another way to cut down expense is by outsourcing tax. By another way you can cut down your business expense is by outsourcing tasks that are not cut your business and which do not need your expertise. That way you can then use your expertise in increasing and in maximizing your expertise in improving productivity. So it also helps you hire ad hoc staff during busy seasons. So as opposed to going to hire someone for full time and at the end of the day they don't have many things to do to contribute to the business and you're spending money, why don't you hire contract staff or ad hoc staff for that particular activity? When it's done, then you can go back, everybody goes back to their normal routine. So the second way to reduce your business expenses is meetings and events that you attend. So cutting down on your physical meetings will help you cut down expenses. So sometimes meetings that cost you time and money to attend, it ends up being waste of time and resource. So the meeting can always be held over phone or over a lot of FaceTime apps that are bound now. So because with technology, you can hold FaceTime meetings at scheduled times with your partners, with suppliers, with your customers. So for me personally, before I attend any meeting, I gauge the value I'll be getting from the meeting, and it has to be necessary to be physical at that meeting for me to be there, you know, because time is a very valuable resource to me. So also in terms of events and the conferences, you have to be strategic on the events that you attend. It should be around your industry. I should give you the opportunity to market your product, to network, to market your services, and also meet industry leaders. The third way you should be cutting down your business expenses is working out of a co-working space. You all know that ReDahlia Workspaces is one of the hottest co-working spaces in town. Yes, 43B Emina Crescent off Toyin Street, Ikeja is where we are located. As an entrepreneur, you start out from a co-working space. You know, co-working spaces are flexible and it helps in saving operational cost for your business. So at a co-working space, you also meet like-minded, also offers you the flexibility that in a way that you can upgrade. So if you are starting as a one-man space, you can take up a one-man space, and as your team grows, you can then take up a private office. That way you are cutting down expenses. And setting, I also understand the setting of some businesses may not allow them to operate from a co-working space. And for such businesses, what I would advise is that if at any time you have more space that your business needs, you rent it out, you rent out that space to another business. So that additional income will serve for your business, you know. So the thing is that business owners also, in terms of talking about space now and your location, they often make the mistake of choosing a prime district for office space. And I tell you, if your business model does not involve a lot of foot traffic from customers, you absolutely have no business renting an office space in an expensive business district. You can get an office space in low-cost areas and still fulfill your business obligation. And guys, this thing about running a business, we have to be intentional about it. Every expense counts, and you have to cut down your expense if you want to have a fighting chance at succeeding in your journey of entrepreneurship. So the next one, it's watching your expenses. And when I say watch expenses, I mean watch your expenses like a hawk. So this is the fourth one. So you having a good handle on your business expenses is put you in an advantage position of knowing realistically where you can make cuts and where to save money from. So make it a duty to watch your expenses. Are they increasing? Are they reducing? Is there a pattern? Are there cheaper alternatives to the bulk of the expenses that you do? So also ensure that if you have any payment that you are repaying, or maybe you're paying back a loan, make sure that you make your payments, either to your suppliers, you make your payments on time to avoid unnecessary interest rates that also will create a dent on your bottom line. Then the fifth one is to go paperless. When you go paperless, you're improving you're going green and you're contributing to the environment, right? So going paperless will save you business expenses in multiple ways. You know, above all, you save the cost of paper, cost of ink, cost of buying papers, cost of buying copiers. You know, when documents are sent via email, you save costs as well. Yeah, for instance, let's say you're in an environment where you have to buy like postage stamp, you have to save cost of that, shipping costs, you know, cost of envelopes, you save all of that. So the business also becomes efficient in its time management. At the time you spend in filing all those documents, it can be used in doing other value adding tasks for the business. Additionally, when you're going paperless, you don't also need all those file cabinets that actually take up a lot of office space, and those free spaces can be, can be used, rented out if you don't have any other use for it. And most importantly, like I mentioned, that means the business will be going green. So the sixth one is this one comes as a question, and I want to ask you, that particular software that you're paying for, do you really need it? Do you need that paid software? So most softwares, they have free versions that in most cases they serve the same need as a paid versions. So certainly brand name software, they charge a premium for the use of their products, but you can also find open source software that can do the exact same thing at a cheaper rate or even free. I'm going to look at it like I asked in my question is to evaluate if your business needs that paid software. And if I give you an example so that you understand what I'm talking about, is a business that is starting out with just 2 employees do not have a need to pay for HR management software, do you? You know. So the next one, I think the seventh one now, yeah, I think so, is you reduce business expense by bartering. So trade by barter. So your business offers a service to another business in exchange. So you kind of barter service for service or product for service, whichever one. So when doing this, when you are bartering, it's important that that value is exchanged. So before engaging in trade by barter, so ensure that you get the equivalent of the value of what you are exchanging or even more. So for instance, we can offer a virtual office package here at ReDahlia Workspaces, let's say to an Instagram influencer, and in exchange, the person advertises a business registration services to her audience. So that way it's valuable. We are getting an advert for a service that we know that business owners need. They need to register their businesses, they need to incorporate their businesses, they need to give it a legal entity, and then this influencer want to look professional, so she has an office address where if she wants to have like corporate meetings, then she can then use her space to that way value is changed, you know. So the next one, I think the eighth one now, is following a budget. Follow a budget. A budget helps a business to see how much revenue and income is generated monthly, is generated quarterly, is generated yearly. So you can compare your expenses to your income. And with a budget, you can zero in on your expenses and explore ways to realistically lower them without harming or hurting the normal operations of your business. Then the next one is you reducing your business expenses through avoiding and reducing waste. So, for instance, if I look at the example of on printing, I would say print only when necessary to save the cost of paper and the cost of ink. Also, print on both sides of the paper except when unnecessary. And in terms of office supplies as well, if you're trying to reduce waste and avoid waste, there has to be consistency in the use of supplies. There has to be consistency in the use of supplies because this may be stolen by staff. So instead of buying disposable plates and cutleries and constantly restocking them, why don't you buy like real plates and cutlery? That way they can be washed and used, and then you're also saving the environment, you know. So because as a business owner, somebody who runs a business, I know firsthand that only a few things cause frustration to a business owner as much as waste does. Because when you're looking at this waste being done, the only thing you look at is your pocket, because at the end of the day, you're the one who is going to spend money, you're the one who is going to bring in the money. So you want to make sure that things are really happening the way that they should, you know. So energy. So people think that maybe they may not be making the right decision when buying cheaper appliances. So when buying appliances, pay attention to how much energy that they consume. To always power down an appliance in use, and don't ever leave power on in an empty room. That way you're saving the cost of energy. I operate a business in Nigeria here. You know that saving on energy It's very, very important. If you are running on a prepaid meter, you have to switch off everything. In any office that somebody is not there, make sure the AC is turned off. Make sure the light is turned off. It's hurting your pocket, so it's better you do it. So that's the thing. And then finally, cutting your business expenses through choosing the right business structure. So different business structures have different tax obligations. So when you run a business as a sole proprietor, you only pay the personal income tax, paying the company income tax. But when you operate as a limited liability company, you pay the personal income tax and company income tax. It's really kind of tricky because there's a lot of changes that has happened in this regard, and a change in the Finance Act law as well. So before you choose a business structure, it's important that you consult someone who has that knowledge, a tax consultant, a lawyer. So it depends on the stage of your business, because a particular business structure can help you to eliminate half of your tax responsibilities. Like I said, it's always advisable that you consult a tax consultant before deciding on the right legal structure to choose. Guys, thank you for coming on my business talk and entrepreneurs.ng. What we do is to ensure that you can start your business, that you can run a sustainable business, that you can become a successful entrepreneur. What you want to do, click the subscribe button now and subscribe to our channel. Tell people about the work that we do at entrepreneurs.ng. At entrepreneurs.ng, you have access to business resources that will help you start and your business sustainably. So if you want to start your business and you don't know how to start it, you don't know how to go about it, we have premium resources at www.entrepreneurs.ng/shop. So you can get our premium resources and help you start your business. And so a recap of what different ways that you can save, reduce your business expenses is choosing the right business structure, you saving on energy too, reducing and avoiding waste, having a budget. You can do a lot of trade by barter, only pay for softwares that you need, go paperless, watch your expenses, use a co-working space, on attending those meetings, make sure that it is value before you are getting value out of it, and that it cannot be done through other means before you attend physically, because you're spending resources and your time as well. And then hire smart people as opposed to people with a lot of years of experience. That way you can help reduce your business expenses. So what we are all about is entrepreneurship. We make sure you have the right information to start your business. We guide you through the process. If you want to talk to us, you can always book a session with us by writing business at entrepreneur or by calling 080-3887-4148. And if you want to get our premium resources, get it on www.entrepreneurs.ng/shop. And this particular topic that I just discussed now, we have a more comprehensive guide on it, on how you can practically reduce your expenses and run a sustainable business. And this also you can get at www.entrepreneurs.ng/shop. My name is Florence Chikeze, an award-winning entrepreneur, and my goal is to raise a new entrepreneurs who will run sustainable businesses, employ people, build and leave a legacy, and then reduce and improve our economy. And that's what we are doing through all the businesses that we run, supporting entrepreneurs, giving them the right information to run their business, and holding their hands. The people who want us to hold their hands, we hold hands to make sure that we achieve this dream together. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Bye, and have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Bye.